T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's get ready to sucker!
Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, yeah. Big time, big time, big time, big time. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of crime. Just running over with the dollar signs. Try to take it from me. Big time. I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of crime. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try and take it from me, from me, from me, from me. Big time, number 9. Got it in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind.
And what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is a Friday edition of the YSN Power Hour. It's been jam-packed all day right here on YSN, starting at 8 o'clock and leading you up through the 10 o'clock hour with the Joe Dickey Electric scoreboard show right here on the network. Gentlemen, how are we on this week 5 of Football Friday? We'll start with you, Twitchy.
I feel great. Great day to be alive.
Months?
Hey, it's a Friday. It's the beginning of a busy weekend. So, I mean, let's go. Let's roll.
EB?
Welcome to a great Coach's Corner. Hopefully the downpour just finished in Columbiana. I'm ready for State and the boys tonight.
Roma?
Doing great. Just watched a little bit ago the player profile / Coach's Corner with Steve and Coach Niddle and AJ Havrilla. So great start to the day for YSN.
That was well done. Mr. Mush?
It's Friday and the rash is almost cleared up, so we're good.
Mush.
Okay.
Mush.
Mackenzie.
I love that you call him Mush.
Mush.
I love it.
Hey, it's a great day to be alive. Homecoming night at Beaver Local. Couldn't be more ready.
All right.
Are you on court, Michael?
Mackenzie?
Michael, you on court? Did you make court?
Unfortunately, no, I didn't.
That's baloney.
Oh.
If you didn't vote for Michael McKenzie, you didn't vote for YSN, and we don't like you.
Scumbag
I don't
move.
think that's how it works.
That's how it works. That's how it works. But you better vote for Grace Hill on the Big Dogs of the Valley because you've only got about a day left to vote for her. So if you're out there voting from Beaver Local, make sure you vote for Grace, right?
Yep.
Michael, did you vote for Grace?
Yes, I did.
That a boy. All right. It is, for some reason, my web browser is not updating. Well, now it does. Okay. It is, drum roll, maybe. It is National House Cleaners Day? National Apple Dumpling Day. We did do that last year. I remember that one. National Constitution Day and Citizenship Day.
Well, we know Jeff's not here for those.
Jeffrey. National Monte Cristo Day. National Tradesman Day. And National Palmia Recognition Day. So let's go with Tradesman Day. If you could do any trade, what would it be?
Right up Mush's alley.
Mush.
I literally own my own company doing just that. So.
That's right.
If I had to pick, though, I mean, there's a lot to go. You go from plumbing, when you get a full remodeling, you go to plumbing, you go to electrical work, drywall finishing, tile work. I mean, yeah, it's a lot different than just one trade because you have to literally know how to do everything. So I'd have to go with them all.
Are you from Canfield?
Did you grow up in Canfield?
No.
Okay, so you're taking them all. I'm not going to argue because I don't want to fight you. I would never want to fight you. Let's go with Romo.
I'll go with I don't know. I'll go with remodeling. That's what my dad had his own business in that, and he's actually remodeling our bathroom right now. So props to that. So I'll go with that.
Hidden toilet?
What?
Are you guys going to get the hidden toilet? No hidden toilet?
No.
All out in the open, man.
Fully visible.
Pooping in the open. All right.
Right in the open.
McNuggies, what do you got? What would you do if you had to pick a trade?
That's tough because none of them really interest me all that much. I mean, no offense, but that's just how I view it. I'll go if welding counts, then I'll just go with welding because it sounds cool.
There you go.
It is. It's a trade.
There you go.
I'll go with that. It sounds cool.
EB, what's your trade?
I mean, I've seen what some of those traveling welders make, and that would definitely be appealing. I think it'd be cool to do stonework though. Like you start to see some of the stonework some people can do. It gets pretty fancy. So to be different than McNuggies, I'll go with we'll go like stonework.
That's not a bad.
I guess that'd be masonry. It wouldn't. Yeah, that'd be masonry.
You gonna be a mason?
Can't tell you that.
You got to be Italian to be a mason.
I know definitely I would not be an electrician because I would electrocute myself hands down because it just wouldn't be something that would be good for me. I think if I would do something, it would probably be I'd probably go with being a plumber, even though that it kind of sucks. You know, and you got to do some nasty shit sometimes. But I mean, those guys come in and they got to work on a house. I mean, they get paid hefty. I mean, my buddy's an HVAC guy. I was thinking about that, but I mean, in the hot ass summer, you're up in somebody's attic, and when it's cold as shit in the wintertime, you're outside or you're up in somebody's attic and it's cold. So yeah, they're both extremes. I'm not going to do that, but I think plumbing, because I mean, plumber is really the only profession of the trades that I don't have a friend that does a lot of that stuff to do. So
you already have the crack included. So
yeah, exactly. I would gladly do that. I'd just sit there just to be a jerk. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry about that.
Paul the plumber. I like it. I think that's easy. Donnie says Muntz just wants to show his crack. That's right.
Damn right.
That's right. All right, Billy, what do you have?
So these are things that I'm just terrible at. I'm actually not allowed to touch tools. Probably more for my safety. But I mean, I wish I knew a little bit more. And probably, I don't know. Basically, like a general contractor. You know, you kind of need, like, you know, Mush was saying, you know, little bits, pieces of everything to kind of do anything for the most part. So.
Mush.
You know how much money you save if you have that ability? Like, for example, I did my kitchen. If I'd have called, let's say, Duncan to do mine, no kidding, I saved about $25,000 doing it myself.
No doubt. No doubt in my mind how much money you save. It's just skills that I just never possessed, ever. I should.
Is a chef considered a trade? Like if working in culinary?
They offer it at the vocational schools, right?
Yeah, so you got to think, like I was a AIP at the Art Institute of Pittsburgh, and culinary was something that interested me. I think I would do that. I think I would go that route. Because
well, I guess I'll change my mind then. Yeah, hell yeah, you get to eat and cook food for people.
And listen, ladies love a good Chef Boyardee.
Absolutely.
We all know that. So, Michael, Romo, if we can give you any little bit of advice, it's learn how to cook, because Billy is doing all right in life because he knows how to make good food.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, just look at me.
You donkey!
All right, so that is your national day. So happy Tradesman Day to everybody out there, and we appreciate all those of you that are in the trades who make our lives a little bit easier because we don't know how to do this shit. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. Here is your Would You Rather today, brought to you by our friends over at Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Visit them today at bairdbrothers.com. Would you rather have telekinesis, which is the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, which is the ability to read somebody's mind? Tricky. Mr. McKenzie, what do you got?
That's tough. I'll go with moving things. Yeah, I'll go telepathy, moving things with my mind, just to mess with people.
That's the wrong one.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I did a great job listening. Moving things.
Telekinesis.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
Yeah, you can tell I'm a very good student in school by that. I'll go telekinesis, move things with my mind, just to make people uneasy. At least if they don't know I have telekinesis, it'd be fun to mess with people.
Paul, did you get my telekinesis, Kyle?
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. I knew somebody'd be out there to get that one. Rope it back in. Mush. What do you got?
It's not even close. We're going to go with telekinesis because, first of all, I don't give two shits what you're thinking about me. Second of all, you understand how much better it would be if you're in the left lane going down 680 or some freeway and some douchebag is traveling in the left lane, and all I got to do is, oh, hey, asshole. Yeah, I could remove the concrete barriers. I mean, I could do whatever I want. I could empty the banks. I mean, for me, it's not even an option. Telekinesis all the way.
That's telekinesis.
Empty the banks. I love how Rob thinks about, we're just going to empty the money out of the banks.
It's insured, don't worry.
I'd go with telekinesis just for the fact that if you have telepathy, I mean, talk about a roller coaster of emotions you go through every day. If you are someone that worries about what people think about you, I mean, if you know someone's true feelings, it's going to be a roller coaster every day, knowing what people think about you.
EB?
See, I would go. I'd want to know what people think, but not what they think of me. Like I look at it more from a business aspect. Like I don't give a shit what you think of me, but like if I walk into a meeting and I know what you're going to say before you say it, and I can counter it. Easy.
Game over. Best salesman in the world right there, EB. Months.
Yeah, I mean, I think about that as, that movie with Mel Gibson, where it was like What Women Want, where he was able to hear what they were thinking. And he did do that, what EB just said. He took all of Helen Hunt's ideas and was the best salesperson and all that marketing and stuff. But then he still got to hear that people were talking shit on him. And I think that'd be rough. I mean, you would think that would be the answer. Like, oh, I'd love to know what people are thinking. And okay, but no, I'd like to move shit too. I would do it just to screw with people. That'd be great.
They just think you're crazy if you're walking down the road and you're like, I'm such a nice person, damn it.
Yeah. I'm really not a dickhead. No.
I couldn't hold it in. I'm like, what'd you say?
Yeah. Well, they got nothing to do over there. They're all hanging out in the weight room, and on Fridays they like to watch our picks and see what we do. So there's the whole locker room of them sitting over there.
It's a little itchy.
Make sure you get everybody individually get their phone and watch, though.
Yeah, please.
And share.
Everybody share it. Do it all. We want to see a big time number here today on the Power Hour. Billy, telekinesis or telepathy?
This is real simple for me. I'm going to bring another movie in too. It's called Star Wars, and let the Force be with you. I mean, who doesn't want to be a Jedi? Me. I want to be a Jedi. So that's where I'm going.
Or a Sith. You can be
I'd probably be a Sith, but I'd win.
100% be a Sith. There's
I'd win.
About it.
The bad guy's got to win every once in a while.
I mean,
sick of it.
Darth Vader was without a doubt a ginger, and you would fill right in that role. So, I mean, he had a red lightsaber, right? So nobody else. Does a lightsaber match the drapes? I guess it's one of those things. So
always.
Let's go. I'm gonna go telekinesis as well to be able to move things a little bit. But telepathy for me would be more fun. Because being able to read people's minds, I feel like I do it sometimes anyway. People can read my face, which entails my mind anyway. So to be able to be on that other side would be fun. So I'll take telekinesis, though. To be able to move stuff would be ridiculous. Like, ridiculously fun. Like, to not have to get up and you just pull something from across the room. I mean, it happened on The Office.
I must say, if you have telepathy, you could be like the greatest baseball player of all time. If you know every single time what pitch is coming at you.
Oh.
I mean, you're wearing the baseball jersey, Paul. Do you have your ring on right now?
But
you think
there we go.
Here's the counter argument to that, though. Do you know where that pitch is going to be located, or are you still guessing on that?
That's just one less thing you got to worry about, though. If you know what type of pitch is coming, then you can really just key in on location every single time.
Just tell the bat where to hit it.
You have endless abilities.
Or Romo, on that aspect, if you can move stuff, then as the pitch is coming, you move it to the sweet spot, and then you hit it.
There we go.
Hey, Donnie nailed it with that poker reference, too. Because I play poker every week, and I'll tell you right now, man, telepathy with the power of the reading cards and stuff like that, what they're thinking, World Series of Poker every year.
By the way, Rob hates when I play poker with him.
I don't.
Does he tee it up from the fairway?
No, I would let Paul play whenever he wants. I mean, you talk about the phrase "free money." Shit, you can pay me whatever you want. I'll teach you how to keep playing the way you play.
Yeah, because he hates that I play every hand. He's like, "There's no reason to play those cards." Because my wife does the same thing.
He thinks he's Sammy Farhall. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, here we go, getting some Go Raiders. Aiden Dominguez.
The fresh
from YouTube.
Is that a player, Aiden?
Yeah, that's the younger brother. He's a freshman.
Carrie says, "Don't take my money." I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to move on because it made things uncomfortable. It is Pick'em Friday, boys. We're going to roll through, and it is Austin Town Fitch at Cardinal Mooney. This is going to be our first game to pick. Mooney playing, of course, their home games at Mineral Ridge. Ty Bartell, who was on Running Point at 2 o'clock, has the call. Lead us off, Mr. McKenzie.
I think this is a bounce-back game for Austin Town Fitch. It's going to be a good game. I think Mooney puts up a fight, but I think eventually Fitch pulls away at some point in the second half, and they win this one by a couple of scores.
Rob?
All right, so the thing is about Fitch is a very, very good football team. You know, if you look at Mooney's record, they're 0-4. Until you actually take the time to realize that those teams that they are 0-4 against, their combined record is 12-3. So it's not like exactly Fitch is going to walk in here and just roll over Mooney. I mean, I think Mooney does put up a pretty decent fight against them. If I'm picking, though, I got to go with Fitch.
Romo?
Mac, am I allowed to pick Fitch this week? Or are you going to get mad again?
Nah, listen, the list is already out. It's coming to you.
I'm going to go with Fitch. I'll go with Fitch. Pretty cool setup, too, because I doubt any guys from Fitch have really ever been to Mineral Ridge's stadium. So, I mean, they don't really play each other in anything. So, I mean, it could be a first time.
I think that's Trey Civarella, and he's promoting his own podcast. He says Fitch by 50. Let's go, EB.
Mooney might need to take a page out of Ursulin's playbook and play with 12 guys on defense because Fitch is going to
win. Wow.
But did we win? Did we win?
You're not trying if you're not cheating, Mac.
I mean, don't go for two.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a sweep, I think, here today. So, Billy?
Fitch.
Yoke?
Did you say Fitch or the other one?
Fitch.
Okay, I thought he said something else.
Oh,
I was like, wow, dang, dude. No, I'm taking Fitch, and they're gonna sting back tonight.
That is a clean sweep. Everybody else picked him. Ant, Ty, Quinn, Romo, Jamie, myself. Even Romo's on the show, so sorry about that.
Even Romo. Camel at Brookfield, Alec and Matt, the guys that were just on from the 2 o'clock hour. They have this call. Let's go. I'm going to go Brookfield, even on the bounce back.
Yep, Brookfield.
Are we going to get a bunch of sweeps this week? Is that what we're going to do here?
Yep, Brookfield.
Brookfield.
Is that me?
Yeah, it's you.
Brookfield's only loss is Springfield. You know, I mean, you got Campbell sitting at 1-3. I'll give a shout out to Dave Plosky, number 2, the quarterback for Brookfield. His mom's my homegirl, and we're going with Brookfield.
Yeah, I'll go Brookfield.
Sweet.
Oh boy.
Bunch of Jeff Bezoses over here pulling out the broom.
I'm just gonna guess that this one's gonna be a sweep too. LeBray at champion. Quinn, Billy, Mac have the call. Raise your hand if you're picking champion in this. LeBray across the board.
No list. Okay.
Billy, did you want to set it up?
No.
And that was a clean sweep from everybody else too, by the way. So
get the brooms out.
Yeah, this. Cheney at Canfield. Oh, Radar's back. Cheney.
Dear
at
Lord.
Canfield. He wrote a book. I don't even. I see my name down there. I caught my name. I don't even know how I'm gonna get there.
No, which game will you be at this Friday evening? You're running the show tonight.
Yeah, I'm on Audible Call, baby. Is he calling a?
He's calling an upset for Poland, and he's doing the stats at the Hubbard Struthers game.
Wow, he's just not a fan of South Range. He picked the Raiders to go down last week and this week.
Rob, do you know him?
Who is it?
Radar. Pavlov.
He doesn't walk around with a folder or a clipboard, does he?
I don't know.
He might.
I probably know if I've seen him. I mean, I don't know. Did he go to La Villa?
All right. Let's go Cheney at Canfield. I'm taking Canfield.
Cardinals.
I'm taking Canfield as well.
Same.
Canfield.
What are you giggling at, Romo?
These are just all sweeps right now. This is just actually, Mike.
I don't think we're going to see anybody pick. Listen, we might get down to.
There's like 5 games.
We'll be out of here in like 45 minutes.
You got to go before I do.
He just said Canfield.
Oh, you did? Yeah. I didn't hear that. I'm down.
There's like 5 games.
I don't have very good hearing either, but yeah.
Okay.
Just to let you know,
only losses at Dover.
Just to let you guys know, this was not a clean sweep.
Oh!
All right. Thanks, Jamie.
Was it Quinn?
Who's Jamie?
Betos. Who?
Oh, okay.
Look over your shoulder.
He just did this. He just gave me ones up.
Yeah.
Cheney?
He picked Cheney.
He just lassoed nothing.
Yep. If anybody doesn't know, that's Anthony sitting over there. Anthony took Cheney tonight.
You want to do a howl or what? Is that why you took it? You just want to do a howl? Yeah.
Cheney's only wins are against Mooney and a 1-3 St. Charles team.
Listen,
Canfield.
This is going to be closer than most people think, but again, I think that Canfield's just got too many weapons. I think they have too many.
I think it'd be different if it was at Rand Stadium too. It might be a little different if it's at Cheney, but this is at Canfield, so
I'm not counting
It could
Cheney
be
out.
on the moon.
I believe Canfield's last game at Rain was a loss because they played East. I remember it was my junior year. They were number 1 in the state, and East beat them.
Whoa.
that's what I mean.
That was that East team that almost beat Girard in the first round.
Speaking of
They could play that game in the Philippines and Canfield still win it.
Philippines.
I don't think they play games in the
Korea.
Philippines. I could be wrong.
Yeah. But yes, Romo, good segue to East as they take on Boardman. Is anybody taking East?
No.
Oh man, hey, I gotta put this picture up here. Whenever I'm gonna shoot, Randy Dominguez taking a picture. That is awesome.
So nobody took East. That was a clean sweep as well. That was we're going to call that a Jeff Bezos when you get the broom out.
It's just
picking
business,
on him
baby.
a lot there, study hall teacher.
Hey, he works the broom well.
He's not just a study hall teacher. He is the study hall market founder.
And my market is empty. Like these kids cleaned me out this week. I have like nothing.
Hey, the economy's booming because of Muncie.
Start calling him Frito.
They do play football in the Philippines.
Did you just Google it?
I'm not kidding. Flag football since 2001. Good for them.
We're all happy for them. We'll start incorporating them into our picks. East Boardman.
Everybody took Boardman.
Well, what if I wanted East?
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
What if I wanted East? You want it? Nope.
All right, check this picture out. This is coming in from Randy Dominguez. Look at these guys.
Look at that.
Pre-game watching.
Look at them all. There you go.
Get my blue shirt. My blue shirt.
Who are you talking to?
The dogs don't know how to fetch your shirts yet, Billy.
He's sleeping, dude.
Blue shirt.
East Liverpool at Harrison Central. Not happening, boys. Not happening. Unfortunately, the Potters are down right now.
They failed me last week as well.
You want to call them out?
Well, McNuggies gave us like a 3-minute long game plan for their game, and I picked the Potters, and then it was like 50-0. It was done by the first quarter.
I should have made a list like Billy.
Edison at Beaver Local. Go ahead, McNuggies. Roll out the red carpet here.
Yeah, homecoming and everything.
So it's homecoming night for Beaver Local, and you got two teams with some pretty athletic, tall quarterbacks that wear number 13 and go by the last name of Klein. For Beaver Local, it's Austin Klein coming off of a 3-touchdown performance against East Liverpool en route to a 48-0 victory. Yeah, EB, you can just mute me. I don't care. And Edison, a very good start to the season. They're 3-1, 3-game winning streak going on right now, coming off of a big win against Matthews just last week. And this is going to be a good game. You talk about an Edison defense that hasn't let up 30 points since their week 1 loss to Southern, I should say. And a Beaver Local team that scored 35-plus points in their last, last 3
Jesus,
games.
McNuggies,
So good
enough
offense,
with the
good
freaking
defense
term
going
paper.
on.
I'm going to pick Beaver Local. Shut up.
All right, go ahead. Pick Beaver Local. Pick Beaver Local.
That's tough. That's tough. I like that, McNuggies. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Billy.
Oh my God.
Mush, what do you got?
Mush.
I don't know jack shit about either team. Beaver Local.
Thank you.
Beaver Local.
He says thank you. I'm taking Beaver Local.
Beaver Local.
That gentleman is another Jeff Bezos.
Colucci says, I still owe you money.
He does. He owes me $450. He said, I'll get it from my dad. Don't worry.
Jeez. Hubbard at Struthers. Mushman, you want it?
You know, it's going to be you go from South Range to one of the nation's best running backs, I think, right now, statistically. Not maybe the best running back in the nation, but one of the better running backs in the nation. So it's a hell of a test. And I talked to a couple of the kids this weekend. They're game planning, and Poland shut them down in the first half, but you see what happened in the second half. So I'm a diehard Wildcat. I'm also a realist. So screw Hubbard. I'm picking Struthers.
Wow. I thought you were going to go like, hey, listen, this is my first week. I need some wins, and you want to pick Hubbard.
Oh, wait. We keeping track of this shit? Hold on a minute. Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Rob, there's a running tab. We got everything.
Oh, you know what? So, anyways, like I was saying, the Hubbard Eagles are legit, and I'm going to go ahead and pick them for the W.
Roma, you want this?
I'll just say Hubbard. I mean, TC, hopefully going to be in for another big night. You're right. He is leading the nation in rushing right now, according to Max Preps. Obviously, not every team posts their stats on there, but it's been impressive. It's been an impressive run so far, and we'll see if he can keep it up tonight. I'll take the Eagles.
That's just not nice, Kerry.
Kerry got his ass.
Gosh. EB, who do you have?
Give me the Fighting TC Caffies.
McNuggy, sorry, I skipped you.
I'll take Hubbard.
Paul?
Oh, yeah. Hubbard.
Paul wants that Week 10 matchup, man. He wants that 9-0 versus 9-0.
Listen,
we all do.
Will Cunningham says Hubbard too, for those of you keeping track.
I won't go into detail either, but Struthers lost a really good kid for a really stupid reason from, and it wasn't his fault either. But Struthers is a little banged up too. So
I was just gonna take Struthers. You can't do that to me. Now I'm taking.
I'm just saying, you had a couple kids dinged up last week.
I'm going Hubbard.
Another Jeff Bezos.
I wanted Struthers because here's the thing. I think that Hubbard is going to look past this game. Like, I really do.
They could.
And I did like, but you're telling me kids are out. I don't like that.
They might look past
this game
and win by 20.
Yeah, Josh Marshall is one of our better players, and, his ankle tweaked up, or I think it was his ankle. Was his ankle or his knee? Even Dylan, he's coming hard with his knee last week, but South Range really took it to him. So they were trying, but they're getting dinged up left and right.
Is anybody taking Struthers, Paul?
Not a person.
I'll take him. Give me Struthers.
All right, give it to us.
Dude, I wish my stepdaughter could see that Barstool Twitter account comment. Struthers, I'll tell you this, Struthers Barstool Twitter account, I was reading some of that, man. That shit was weak. You got to get up with Hubbard for real.
Step your game.
If you're ever in charge of that, get a hold of me, and I'll step your shit up for you.
Nope. Nope. You'll be investigated by every 3-letter of the alphabet out there.
Hey, they'd be like, this 44-year-old cat's talking shit to kids. Yeah, so what?
The SEC, the FBI, ATF, they don't care.
Jackson Milton at Louisville. Do you think this is going to be the one that actually separates everybody, or no?
It shouldn't.
No. Yeah, I'm
going to Louisville.
Okay.
Jackson Milton isn't going to win another game the rest of the year.
Easy.
Louisville.
No. I don't know. They got what? Western Reserve took it to them 26-0 last week. I mean, they
had
just
49
they don't
teams
have it.
when we started this show. We're down to about 6. Jeez, Pete's. Let's not forget where we came from, boys. Yeah, I'm looking at you. At least we'll have Ursa.
And Louisville's only loss was Springfield. So
months?
Yeah, it's Louisville. They're at home. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, well, it goes Springfield, Louisville, everyone else. Louisville.
Romo? Gently?
Go with Louisville. I'll save the remarks. Save the hateful remarks.
Oh, you'll give them right to Rob because he's...
Pass them on. Check them out. I'm like, oh, wait, shit, we're going this way.
Do you like the Rockets, Rob?
Like I said, their only loss is to Springfield. I mean, this game is probably – I'll predict the score for you, too. I'm going to say 67. Hey, no disrespect, man.
Oh, no. He didn't even know.
He's still going. He's still going. Let him go.
Let him ride.
It's like around the horn on ESPN. When they
Rob, hold on. Rob, you're muted. Nobody can hear you.
That's okay. Let him go.
Mike, what do you got?
Yeah, Rockets to the moon.
That's a sweep.
I'm turning. All right, let's go Lakeview at Girard. CJ has the call on this one. Mikey, what do you got?
I'll take Girard at home.
Okay.
Rob?
Lakeview hasn't won a game yet, and they're going to stay that way. 0-5, then I'm giving it to Girard.
Okay. Roma?
I'll take Girard. Big win last week. If they lost that game last week to Jefferson after having that big lead, this game may be up there, but Indians won last week, so I'll take them this week.
Really? EB?
Yeah, Girard's kind of like they've shocked me at least. Their only loss is a really good Streetsboro team. Give me Girard.
Months?
Yeah, I like the 3-1 Indians coming into this game and taking care of business against Lakeview.
Mac?
This game's got me intrigued. I'm not going to do it, but I wouldn't be surprised on this one. Gerard.
Please put up that comment.
When the teapot's ready?
Yes.
Munson's laugh sounds like...
All right. I think his tab just rolled up an extra $1.
It's called
He's ready though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Gerard. As well.
I got you.
There we go. That is another Jeff Bezos.
Crestview at Liberty.
Wow.
Kyle and Larry have this one. I'm going Crestview.
Crestview.
This is the one game that I looked at out of all of our games. It's the only one I didn't fill out yet for myself because I don't know what to think about Crestview yet. They've been up and down a little bit. They've surprised us when we didn't think they were going to. But then Liberty's kind of done the same thing, and Liberty's at home.
Only an hour show.
What's that?
It's only an hour show.
All right, Anthony. Thank you for letting me know.
Come on, McNuggies.
Yeah, I'm going to say Liberty.
The Crestview's figuring it out slowly but surely. And Liberty always struggles with them, so give me Crestview.
Cute kids, Will. Romo.
Paul, who did Jamie take in this one? I'm just curious.
Oh, no. We can't do that.
Yeah, because he's trying to see.
I'm going to pick Crestview. I'm just curious who he's picking.
He took Liberty.
Okay, yeah, I'm taking Crestview.
I thought he was going to change his pick right there.
No.
That would have been a swerve move right there. OG stuff.
Rob?
I watched Liberty in week 1 against Western Reserve, and they're a pretty good second half team, and they're both 2-2, so I'm going with Liberty.
Can we just start in the second half for this game? Let these two teams just go? That's where they score all their points.
Mike?
Mackenzie?
All right, I'll go Liberty.
So Jeff and Quinn took Crestview. Jamie took Liberty. Anthony and Ty each took Liberty as well.
Ridge versus Springfield at Springfield. Romo and Jamie have the call. Romo, do you want to set this up?
Sure.
Springfield wins.
Springfield coming off that huge win over Lowville. Lowville was undefeated last week. Springfield kind of humbled them a little bit. I mean, they took it right to them. Tigers coming in hot because the game before that also they beat a Division III Geneva school pretty handily. Mineral Ridge coming in at 2-2. They're just going to have to try to keep up with the Tigers tonight. Bo Brungard's I'm sure he's going to put on a show like he always does. Jamie and I, this is our first game with Springfield since Division VI state championship game last year at Massillon. So we're really excited. Happy to go talk with some of our people there. And, yeah, I'm going to take the Tigers in this one.
Rob?
Mike?
Which one is it?
Rob, why would you give Mike?
I was going to go back up around.
I mean, this is a pretty simple pick. Springfield, their only loss is South Range. I mean, it's not even close in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm taking Springfield from here on out the rest of the season.
How do you not pick them?
And I must say that South Range will also look really interesting. It's already starting to look a little bit interesting because after week 1, it's kind of like, wow, Springfield may not be who we thought they were. But with how South Range has played against some of those other teams this year, it shows that Springfield's still right there where they were last year. I mean, they've put up the best fight so far this year against the Raiders.
EB?
Yeah, I mean, DJ, you said week 1 that loss Springfield needed, and I told you guys after Geneva, they're back. They're a well-oiled machine, and I don't see anyone getting in their way from here until probably the playoffs. So give me Springfield.
Months?
I mean, they knew their first 3 games, the non-league games, were going to be the tough ones. Brookfield, South Range, Geneva. They lose the South Range, and then they struggled against Brookfield. I mean, they had to come back in that second half and win that game. So, but after going past Louisville, there's nobody else in their league that's going to, I think, challenge them. I don't think anybody gets within 3 touchdowns of them the rest of the way out. So, yeah, this is going to be another Jeff Bezos tonight.
Twitchy?
Springfield.
And Springfield. Have fun with that call. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a real great game, but I don't think it's going to be a huge blowout. You're not going to see. I don't think that there's the ammunition that there was for Louisville last week, if that makes sense. Springfield was out to prove somebody wrong.
4 plays, 4 scores. That's what last week was.
They were out to prove somebody wrong last week, and they did. So that's what I take from that game last week. Here's an interesting one: Newton Falls at Garrettsville Garfield. Mr. McCartney.
Are they playing on my field or are they playing at Garrettsville?
They're at Garrettsville.
Wouldn't matter. Garrettsville.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be another Jeff Bezos. And Jeff, you didn't do anything to me, brother, except I'm just, what your position is. It's a sweep. Get it? You got to put two and two together.
You could say Garrettsville is a top 3 team in our network. I mean, they just played Northeast Ohio old school football, man. They shove it down your throat and they beat you up on defense.
All right, tough guy. Name those 3 teams.
Ursuline, Garrettsville, and South Range.
Whoa! I didn't hear a Hubbard in there.
No, you're not going to hear Hubbard in there.
Wow. I didn't
Hubbard's
hear
one-dimensional.
either.
Didn't hear who?
A Springfield.
They lost to South Range.
So who's number 4?
We're ranking teams now. We don't do that here. We don't rank teams.
Garfield, they're sitting at number 3
Billy.
in the region right now behind South Range. So I don't want to look super, super far ahead, but if they play each other in the playoffs, we'll see.
It would be awesome. It would be one of the best games I think we would catch on our network all year.
That'd be a cool matchup.
And that would be for a regional semi or something too, because they're both going to be ranked up there.
Yeah. I don't see that top 3 in that region changing. Kirtland, South Range, Garfield. I think they're way ahead of the rest of the pack.
Paul, are we at you?
Like I said, this is probably going to be another Jeff Bezos, another sweep.
Okay. Anybody not picking Garrettsville Garfield?
Garrettsville's point differential is 159 to 52. It's not even close.
It's a lot of points.
There was a team last week that was on the network. They scored 13 points all year, and they gave up 134, and then they come out and win. So,
who was that?
Okay. Let's see. I forget who it was. Was it? It was an active team.
Wasn't it that Ellett?
It was Ellett. Yeah, it was Ellett.
We all picked East except for I think Jamie. He picked Ellett, and Ellett came out.
Jamie just kept giving me that look every time I told him the score when we were in the booth.
Sharpsville at Jefferson. This game was supposed to be Niles at Jefferson. Niles came down with COVID. Game was canceled. Jefferson, it's their homecoming, as we understand, and they are going to. They had to get a game. You have to. Like Brian Banfield told us yesterday, you got to get a game.
And it's interesting because Sharpsville was supposed to play Lakeview of Pennsylvania, and Lakeview of Pennsylvania fell. So these two just picked this game up, I think, Wednesday. Maybe Thursday.
And
it's
keep in mind that Sharpsville is Sharpsville and West Middlesex combined.
Yeah, it's 2 schools.
So I'm really interested in this game. It's going to be fun. Britt's got the call for us at Jefferson. But I'm going to take the hometown team. I'm going to take our guys. I'm going to take Jefferson.
Yeah, Donnie kind of smartened me up a little bit with the 2 schools coming together here. Man, that's a lot of talent. I don't care what 2 schools come together. That's a big deal to me. I'm going to take Sharpsville.
I still am a believer in Jefferson, even though they had that one loss that I thought they were going to take Girard. But yeah, I like Jefferson. They're still a young team learning, but they're learning to win, and they're still doing it. So.
I think I'm going to jump on with BMAC. West Middlesex and Sharpsville were never really bad teams to begin with. So when you combine the 2, like you said, you add a bunch of talent with more talent. So as painfully as it is, I'm playing to win. Give me Sharpsville.
Roma?
I'm going to take Jefferson. Sharpsville and Middlesex, I don't think these are teams that they've had in the past. Even if they are coming together, I'm going to take the Falcons.
Rob?
Jefferson does they're 3-1, but those wins are all nobody's over 500 who they beat. So, I mean, me personally, I see Jefferson kind of like on an incline, but there was a point where picking Jefferson for anything made about as much sense as voting for Biden. So I'm just going with Jack Sharpsville. Oh, and if you're a liberal.
All right, back to high school football. I'll take Jefferson.
Well, it was a good run, Rob. We appreciate you stopping by. The views expressed during Power Hour do not necessarily reflect the views of Yoakley
Scott Corporation. Yeah. We've said that for a long time, though, so it's okay.
Dang. All right. This morning, the China virus got us. Now we got Rob cutting off half of our network. It was a good run, guys.
I'm just kidding. I love liberals.
4 years was a good run. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
It's like going through one run in high school for most of us, except for Paul and Jeff. So let's go. Are we all picked on that one?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Salem at Alliance. Matt and Jared have the call for us in the Aviator Dome, in the hangar. I'll take Salem, please.
Salem.
Yeah. Everybody's got Salem right now.
Everybody. Alliance is 1-3. Salem stays undefeated.
Will says Salem, and with one of the most exciting football players around, Blaze Exline. If you haven't seen him yet, you will not be disappointed. Worth the price of admission. Absolutely. Or you can just turn him on YSN.
Yeah,
for free.
And you can vote for him for the player of the or the big dog of the valley this week. So if you so choose and you're so inclined, plenty of great players available for this week's Bear Brothers big dog of the valley. Anybody gonna take Alliance? All right.
Nope.
Sweep it up.
Sweep it is.
Another
JV.
Jake has this game. McNuggies, you want to start?
I mean, McDonald's a young team. They're still trying to find their footing right now, and I'm a believer in Coach Seidel and Sebring, so I'll take the Trojans.
Rob?
I don't know. Sebring's losses are to Waterloo and Matthews. I'm going McDonald's. They beat Mineral Ridge. They're 1-3. I'm going to go with McDonald.
I'll take McDonald as well.
Yeah, once I saw McDonald week 2, like the talent's there, they're just trying to put it together. And look, love Coach to death, but I think that team needs to learn how to win. Number 1 and 2, they sometimes still play not to lose. So give me McDonald.
So Jamie took McDonald, Jeff took McDonald, Ty took McDonald. Quinn and Anthony still have some hope with Coach, and they took Sebring. Listen, McDonald came out last week, and they put an ass whooping on Mineral Ridge. And Coach lost a heartbreaker to Waterloo. And, he's got some stuff up his sleeve this week, but unless he's got a handful of players in behind there, I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to be McDonald.
Yeah, everything you said was completely true. I think McDonald's kind of figured it out. They got some talent on there, so I'm going with the Trojans.
You're a dick because every time I'm hitting M and it loads it up and I got to hit S.
I'm going with McDonald. They impressed me last week too much to go against them this week. I feel like I've disrespected them for not picking them to start the year, and I'm not going to make that mistake tonight. So McDonald.
Come on, Sebring. Let's go. Figure it out.
He's got some new stuff. Watch out, says Amo.
Again, unless it's players right now. He's
South Range at Poland, boys. Here it is, the one that everybody tuned in for. The Raiders, the Bulldogs in Poland, Ohio. Let's go, McNuggies.
Man, this is a really tough game to pick. Both teams have been so impressive to start the season. Where's this game taking place at?
Poland.
Did you listen to the intro?
No.
I listened to South Range versus Poland, and then I tuned out trying to figure out who I was going to pick. Screw it. Poland's at home. I think the Bulldogs pull it off.
Rob?
I mean, I can't. How the hell do you go against South Range right now? I mean, if you've seen even one of their games this year, and I don't care which one it is. I personally watched it last week, and that team is simply stacked on both sides of the ball. And like I said the last time we talked about them, you can go left, right, you can go up the middle, you can drop back, you can do whatever you want. I like Poland's defense. I do. Huge shout out to number 11. But I really do think that South Range is just a tad too much for this Bulldog team. I love you, Nick.
I'll go with South Range in this one as well. I mean, I think the first quarter will be interesting for the Raiders to adjust because I'd say that Poland's definitely going to be the most physical team that South Range is going to play so far this season. But I think once that the Raiders adapt, I think that second half will be theirs and they'll run away with this one. But it will be interesting because I'm sure Coach Pav at halftime is going to tell his team to not fall apart. Because last week they had that 17-point lead going into the break against Hubbard and they kind of folded. So it'll be interesting, but I'll go with South Range.
I think Coach Pav is probably going to have a different conversation at halftime, and it's going to be, hey, fellas, we need to get our shit together because we're getting our shit rocked. So, dude, I'm going to go South Range. They're just too good this year.
I know I have to say it, but yeah, I mean, I think Mike's going to be the only one to pick Poland here because, hey, listen, it's their homecoming as well, so that'll be interesting that they're going to, South Range is going to go in there and it's homecoming for Poland. It's the only team in the league that has beat South Range in the NE8 in the last 2 years.
Nope. Niles did.
Oh, Niles. Sorry. Niles did too that 1 year.
Oh my God. That was like forever ago. I totally forgot about that. That was like the blocked extra point or field goal or something.
In overtime.
Yeah.
In overtime.
Yeah, in overtime. So, I mean, still though, I mean, they went – I think Romo's right where the first quarter, I think the first quarter will be interesting. If they handle that defense where they need to, they're going to take care of it. I mean, you got the three-headed monster running for him. You got Billy who can drop back and throw. The defense is great. Special teams with Lindstrom and them out there. I mean, listen, if they just handle the initial wave at first, and it'll be fine. Poland wants this game bad. They really do. But I don't see it happening.
Hang on, Billy. Let me get you your red carpet here. There you go.
Oh yeah, I like this. This is all right. The blue shirt. We don't need the blue shirt actually, because this is Poland's. This is the toughest team they've played this year. The most physical team with the best running back, the best defense, all around great football team from South Range. I already said it. They're a top 3 team on our network. South Range is just so physical. At the point of attack, those offensive linemen just get great push, and they drive those guys back. I absolutely love this. I think the play action game is going to be a big deal, sucking those linebackers up, into that gauntlet of a bunch of grown men here fighting it out at the line of scrimmage. South Range, I like them. There's just nothing that would convince me otherwise at this point.
I was waiting for the swerve. I really was. I was waiting for
I just wanted to throw a jab in there at somebody that's wearing blue today.
That's him. This is all you
still
need.
on the list.
I mean, this is what I love. Stat of the day: 714. That's the number of days it's been since South Range's football team has gone without being defeated in the NE8 play. The Raiders last fell to Niles on October 4th, 2019 in overtime. Final score 35-34. Poland also defeated the Raiders 2 weeks earlier, 27-7. Not happening tonight. That number goes to 721 as they move on, and I think it goes even deeper. Give me the Raiders.
Mike?
Yes.
What do you got for us, Mike?
I'm not doing a how.
Do it!
Nope.
You got to do it, man.
Yeah.
He's probably nervous. His voice is going to crack. I feel the same way.
Good.
Do it.
Either that or we change your pick.
Huh?
Yeah, how or
What are
we
you trying
change
to
your
get him
pick?
to
You
do?
can't do that because it's your school. You didn't do that with anyone else.
Everybody else is howled.
All
You're
right.
like a team here.
There you go.
Attaboy.
There
That's
you
how
go.
it's done. All
Rob,
right.
what that is if you were the only person to pick a team and everybody else picks the other one, you got to howl because you're the lone wolf. You're the only person to pick that school.
I think he picked up on that.
No, he asked, "What's going on?" I just got.
I thought you were trying to make him do the or whatever. Heck, it was. Heck.
Southern at Columbiana. EB, start us off on this one.
This is interesting because it's going to come down to the Clippers' health. They got beat up pretty good last week against Wellsville. Wellsville jumped on them 12-0 pretty quick, and then they had a couple big plays and they tied it up 12-12 going into halftime. But at that point they lost their quarterback, and once they lost their quarterback, the whole dynamic of the game changed because they became really one-dimensional. And anytime you lose your quarterback and the next man up is a freshman, it's just a different aspect. This is gonna really depend on the health for the Clippers. I'm gonna go with Columbiana, not knowing what their status is with some of these players. If the quarterback's hurt, look, I'd probably go Southern, but I'm gonna stick YSN school. Got to go with Olam. Got to stay with Clips.
One for the Clippers, Paul.
Southern. Jamie took Southern. Quinn, Ty, Anthony took Southern. Jeff took Columbiana.
Attaboy, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I was actually going to pick Columbiana, and then hearing all that stuff kind of makes me nervous. So Southern.
Columbiana for me.
I'll take Southern.
Rob,
I'm doing Columbiana as well.
I'll take Southern.
Okay, so that one cleared this one, Louisville versus Uniontown Lake. Nobody needs a win right now more than, well, I take that back. There's only one team that needs a win more than Louisville right now. Come on, Leopards. Come on, Leps. Earn those spots. Billy.
Lake.
Damn it.
Yeah, so Jamie took Lake. Jeff took Louisville. Ty and Anthony took Louisville. Quinn took Lake. I almost drowned in one, but I'm still going to take Lake.
I bet Louisville wishes you did.
You could probably start a support group together too, because I almost drowned in one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the Lake.
All right, actually, I didn't research that game. So, what'd you pick, Lake?
Yeah, Union Lake.
Louisville's 0-4, Lake's 3-0.
Now,
Yeah,
taking
well, I think
into consideration, Lake has beat Alliance. Maple Heights got canceled. They beat East 14-2, and they beat a 1-2 Glen Oak.
Yeah, we'll do Lake.
I'll take Lake.
Two Lakes.
Blake.
Balake.
Is back, and they're taking on Latonia on the road. Derek has that call. Mackenzie, what do you have?
Latonia.
Okay, Rob.
Latonia.
Who are they? Who does Latonia play?
United.
United. I'll take Latonia.
They haven't failed me when I picked them, so I'm going to go untied.
So Jamie took United. Jeff and Quinn took United. Anthony took United. Ty took Latonia. Latonia's playing on their field again, on their brand new field for a second week in a row. But this will be the week they actually are going to get a test, and I think they're going to fail it. So it's going to be United.
I change my pick to United. Actually, I want United.
We use pen here, okay?
Not anymore. There's no more paperwork.
We use spreadsheets now.
Yeah, I can fix it with this.
Put that down. That's property of South Range High School.
United.
United.
I'm gonna pull a Romo. Change my pick.
Oh, here we go.
So it just leaves Ty and Rob to pick Letonia. Rob, do you want to change your pick, or are you going to stick with it?
You know what? Feeling like kind of a follower today instead of a leader, so I'll change it.
So Ty's the only one to take Letonia. He's not here, so we don't get to hear the lone wolf, but that's it.
Ursuline at Harding. Ian and Trey have this game. Ursuline obviously coming off one of the biggest wins of the season. Billy's picking Ursuline. He's throwing up the U. I'll take Ursuline as well.
Let's see here. Jamie and Ty took Harding. Anthony with Ursuline. Quinn with Ursuline. Jeff with Ursuline. I have a little bit in my genes, in my blood, in my heritage.
Irish. Yeah.
Irish.
Yeah, who picked Harding?
Jamie and Ty. On the list they go.
Go ahead. Do it.
Like, what? You didn't learn from last week? You didn't like at all? Like, what is this? You got something against me? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to toilet paper your house. That's done. It's over.
Sorry, Billy Mack. You might want to put that pen and scratch my name off because I'm going to you.
There you go.
Dom Foster. I mean, he's a great athlete for Harding.
Come on.
Harding, I mean, they going into this game against the Irish. This is anyone's game, honestly.
And it's at Harding.
And it's at Harding. It's at Mollenkopf. The Raiders, they perform well there. Now I'm going Ursuline. I just wanted to see what Mac did. Dom Foster, I mean, he's a great athlete, though. I wasn't lying about that. I mean, he's a D1 athlete. So.
Rob?
If you looked at records, you would probably pick Ursuline. But here's the thing. Warren is 1-3, and the combined win-loss ratio of the teams that they lost to are 11-1. So they're playing some very, very good football teams. No offense to my dude Butterbean up there, man, but I got to go to Warren on that.
Teams ranked in the top 10 in the state. Come on.
The only reason, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I would root for Ursuline. I'm rooting for Ursuline, but after seeing that combined record of the teams that Warren's lost to, I really do think Warren could pull this off.
Have you seen Ursuline's schedule?
I'm not saying they beat Hickory, they beat Fitch, they beat Chardon. I'm not saying they're not. They have a good schedule too. But when I looked at Warren lost to Medina, Hudson, and Washington. 2 of those teams are undefeated. All I'm saying is, if you actually dive into these stats, Warren actually, this is not a pushover game for anybody. I mean, I think it's going to be a really good game.
What stats are you looking into? The fact that they ran for 360 yards last week against Fitch, or the fact that Brady Shannon has thrown for 30 touchdowns?
Pick whatever you want, but I'm just going with the win-loss right now.
He looked deep, but he didn't look that
now
deep.
He's over here.
I didn't look. Hey, you're right.
We're going to use the stats when we want to. That's all that is.
Hey, because that's what. Well, if I got too deep, I'd have been playing the rice and chicken eaters in the Philippines and flag football and stuff. I got to be careful.
Trey says that's an awful pick. What are we
I'm
doing
sorry,
here?
man.
All right, Mike.
Plus, honestly, the rest of Ursuline's schedule, except for like maybe 2 games, is not that good.
Give me Ursuline.
Oh, I thought he went. Oh, he tried to swerve you, Billy. Playing your game.
The list is right here.
Valley Christian at Lisbon. Rick has the.
Wait a second. Am I the only one that picked Warren?
No. Jamie and Ty did too.
You just want.
I was just upset that they lost last week. That's what that pick was.
He wants the how. Here's your shot.
I was gonna do it, man. I was gonna roll
shot,
out,
brother. Here's your shot. You wanted it. You got it. Valley Christian at Lisbon.
Nope.
What?
Nope. There could be a lone
Bless
wolf,
you.
but it's not going to be anybody on this panel.
Nah.
Christian.
I wouldn't pick Lisbon. What? Valley Christian.
By the way, whoever sneezed, bless you.
That was Olivia in the back of the room. Thank you.
Does she have the China virus?
I really want to, but Valley Christian. Say it just to get done with it.
We got the China virus.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right now, everybody's got Valley Christian except for the one person who works for Lisbon.
Look, if you haven't watched the Coach's Corner of Bob Spate and Andy Hake, please do yourself a favor and schedule an hour out of your day to go watch that, because it might be the most entertaining Coach's Corner you'll ever see. With that being said, give me Valley.
I didn't lie. I mean, I didn't lie about it. I told you guys you would be entertained. And
Look, so far we've pretty much touched on everything they have. Well, mostly Rob, but we've touched on everything they have. We just haven't brought up the Nazis yet.
There it is.
Give me 5 minutes.
Nope. Nope. That'll do it for our show today.
One of these games will be an invasion.
Waterloo at Western Reserve.
Well, hold on. Did everybody take Valley Christian?
Yes.
I was gonna pick Valley Christian.
Okay.
Good for Quinn.
Quinn's a lone wolf on that one.
Waterloo at Western Reserve. Amo and Billy have the call for us tonight. I know Amo's excited for this game because he has been pinging me saying how geeked he is. I think this game's going to be a lot closer than people say. I'm still going to take Western Reserve because they're starting to heat up a little bit, I think.
Western Reserve.
Yep, Western Reserve. Jeff with Waterloo. Anthony with Waterloo. Quinn and Todd both say Western Reserve, and so does Jamie.
Yeah, you can't look at records for this game because, like you said, DJ, Western Reserve's starting to put it together. So give me Reserve.
Western Reserve.
Whoever's doing the Western Reserve games, make sure you give my boy Justin, my son, a shout out, number 56. But here's the thing about Western Reserve. I watched them a couple times this year, and they have good players. And, you know, I'll take my son up too. He's a beast on that field. But they don't have backups. So that fourth quarter shows up, and they're just tired as hell, period. But, you know, they looked really good last week against Jackson Milton. So, I mean, I can't imagine Waterloo, you know, showing up and, you know, competing as they should. So we got to go Western Reserve on that one.
I'll take Western Reserve as well.
Wellsville at East Palestine.
I'm feeling a lone wolf on this one.
I'll start. Wellsville all day. EP's in the doghouse with me right now.
Right now, everybody's taking Wellsville so far.
Yeah, getting to see them last week. They have great house back. Look, their quarterback threw a lot better than he did week one. They're give me the Tigers. They take care of the pups.
Is this the EOAC game of the week?
No, smartass, it's not.
I'll take Wellsville.
Everybody giggling, but I forget who said they saw it too. They saw it too. It was the EOAC game of the week last week. Letonian East Palestine.
East Palestine stays winless. Called Wellsville.
That was your shot.
Does anybody know what Wellsville's record is?
2-0.
1-1.
1-1.
All right. Well, that does matter. I was gonna say it doesn't matter, but it does. Wellsville. I was gonna do that whole thing where like say like you would say the record and I go it doesn't matter Wellsville, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, but 2-0 is nothing to sneeze at. So
you gotta be a little bit faster, and you also have to have your microphone turned up higher than 1.
Wellsville beat Columbiana pretty good.
120. I just looked at the settings. It's like a 120.
17 guys. 17 guys is what East Palestine has going into the game. 21 if we're topped out. Against a very tough, very skilled, very fast Wellsville team. Tony Foster, I sat down with him, had a great conversation with him. He said, these guys are all in. And so am I. Let's go, Bulldogs. This is when you shock the world. Let's go.
That sounded like a virgin ass wolf right there, bro. Come on.
Hey, say what you want, but at least I got the balls to do it.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
What is this? Juice Main,
What's up,
87
Juice
says
Main?
yo. West Branch at Canton South, and if you don't choose West Branch, you're wrong. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Is this a sweep?
I don't know. Generally, I wouldn't choose West Branch, but dude, it's all building up. Week 10, Quakers, Warriors.
Wow. Week 10 could be a real interesting week on the network.
Yeah, then that's a Saturday game too. So that's the nice thing.
Man.
We'll be there in one form or fashion.
That game and the Holy War both on Saturdays.
Wow.
Was there another game, Robo?
Covered South Range.
No,
Friday.
we're talking real games. Was there another game?
Yeah, that's a real game.
Wait, who's that? West Branch and Canton South?
Yeah.
Canton South.
Oh, now he's gonna change it just so he can howl.
First of all, I didn't even pick yet, Virgin Wolf.
Okay.
Did anybody pick Canton South yet?
No, nobody's picking Canton South because West Branch is a monster, undefeated, just rolling.
Good, because I'm picking Canton South.
He just wanted to
Just to get the wolf. Just to get the wolf.
Just to get the wool. All right.
Hey, that's gonna be my upset pick of the week right there.
Is it sponsored? Is it sponsored?
What?
It doesn't matter if it's sponsored. That's how it's done, McNuggies. Toledo wait at Howland. We got to pick Wyndham, too. We won't. It looks like we're not going to get Wyndham tomorrow. That game's at 7 o'clock. Wyndham at Steubenville Central Catholic. Give me the Bombers.
Bombers.
Yeah. Everybody's got Wyndham.
Bombs away.
Wyndham.
I got Wyndham.
Wyndham.
It's a Betos.
He's going to hit it.
He already
Toledo
does.
wait at Howland. Alec and Matt have this one. It's a 1 p.m. kickoff. So if you're looking for some early
Saturday.
football.
Yeah, Saturday.
Well, it would have been over by now.
Thanks, Paul.
I know. We just never said these are our Saturday games, Wyndham and then Howland. So I'm just clarifying because if we don't, somebody's going to be like, well, why isn't that game on the network right now if it started at 1?
That's a good point. Good point. But you could have started with Wyndham. Say, hey, these are Saturday games.
I didn't announce them. You did.
I digress. Howland, please, and thank you.
Howland.
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 Yeah, dude. Waits scored 6 total points this year. I'm pretty sure the kicker for Howland alone scored 6 to win a game. So, give me Howland.
Howland.
Yeah, Allen doesn't play good on Friday nights, so maybe Saturday changes it up for him.
They did all right against Boardman.
That is a sweep.
Let's see if we can do this one more time before we lose all our sponsors. Here we go. It's the Joe Dickey Electric. What's your spark? Brought to you by our friends over at Joe Dickey Electric. Anything commercial, residential, anything electrical, hit up our friends at DickeyElectric.com. Rob, go ahead because I'm terrified.
What? Wait, where are we at?
We're done with our picks. What's
So,
what's
this
bothering you, or what are you happy about?
Oh, yeah. The PSA. All right, so again, I'm not a big fan of negative reposits, so I'm going to stick with the public service announcement, PSAs. So here's the thing: if you're at a bar or if you're at a restaurant and you have a pretty decent server, don't be a complete douchebag. Make sure you tip them and you tip them well. Those people are responsible for bringing your food out. Whether or not you want to admit it, there's a good chance they can actually mess with it. So tip your bartenders and your servers. Stop being a cheapskate. And if you don't like tipping a decent amount, stay your ignorant ass at the house.
Jeff Bezos, did you get that?
I think this segment just needs to be Rob's rules.
He only tips the male
Hey, we're
waitresses.
gonna change it from Peter's. Remember that Peter's Griffin is what really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Rob's rules. I like it.
Rob, do you tip them well after you send the steak back that they screw up?
All right, so I always explain it's not their fault. They didn't cook the damn thing. So hey, I don't take it out on them. And Barb will be the first one to tell you that I'm an absolute absurd tipper. It's stupid.
So they like seeing you coming in.
Oh god, yeah. Not to mention the fact they'd be like, oh, this guy thinks he's funny too. So this can be a great time.
Romo.
My spark is positive. It's just football on the network tonight. Going over to Springfield for the first time in what, 9 months? 10 months?
The triumphant return.
So yeah, fun tonight, that's for sure. And go Eagles as well. Go Hubbard.
My spark is with Paul and EB because both of them did this whole thing where they're interrupting me during my Beaver Local thing because they say I take too long. And then both of them, at least once, did this whole long thing for their game or South Range or Columbiana or whatever. So they get to do that. Yeah. Have fun with that, Paul. So I don't know why they think that they get to take up the hour of the show instead of the rest of us.
Get him.
All right. There he goes.
My spark is, well, the coach's corner because that was great. But hey, McNugget's positive spark because I enjoy the compliments. Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
My positive spark is I'm interested to see how this new huddle cam goes. It's Poland tonight, so we'll see how that is. And another little positive spark to McNuggies. Way to stick up for yourself. You're learning, young man. You're learning. You're not just taking it anymore. You're coming back at us. There you go.
Thank you, Paul.
You want it?
Just positive spark, man. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to go do a game today with Quinn, and I'm back in the locker room. Well, not necessarily in the locker room, but on the call for the LeBray Vikings. They missed me last week. That's the reason why they lost. Is because I wasn't there. So it's somebody else's fault, not mine.
Yeah, shocker.
DJ, look out! There's somebody behind you.
It's Brian. Brian's Say hi, Brian. Hi.
There he is.
Yeah.
You get to see the Wizard of Oz.
I'm gonna go with. It's been a good run, guys. 4 years. It's been fun. It's been exciting.
You sound like this is the end.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure
is.
when I open up my email in about 30 seconds that we'll have some nice. Hey, it was good while it lasted. Best of luck to you guys. So, Rob, I want to thank you for all the hard work that you put into today's show. It was fantastic. Every liberal, every person on the left wing is saying, hey, we like blue. We'll just go put some blue coats on. So appreciate that, and not only that, but we trash the Republicans too. So that's how we do it. So
We're equal opportunity.
it's not just we cut
I was
down
just kidding,
one,
my
we cut
liberal
down the
buddies. I
other.
love you.
So that is going to do it for our show. Again, we appreciate everybody for stopping by. Please don't take anything personal. And, of course, we will see you all on the network here as we continue our Football Friday here on YSNLive.com. Billy, you're making me sick. And that is going to do it. 6:55 audible call and 7 o'clock kickoff all across the network. 21, what is it, 21 or 22 ball?
Oh, you had to ask me that question. Yeah, it's something like that.
21 or 22 games on the network. We had it all lined up, but you can watch them all for free, and you can catch all the highlights on the Audible call. And, of course, after all of it, the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard show right here on YSNLive.com. That's going to do it.
Tune in.
Make sure you fly the damn banner. See you, boys.